Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in this video I'm going to go over a couple of the recent quality of life type changes that have come to the game and why I think they're great. I'll also give an update and show a little footage from yesterday's Elite Wars versus HYT. But before we get started, if you're a fan of videos on War and Order and on mobile gaming in general, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you could, let me know your favorite mobile game, other than War and Order, for 2025 at least, in the comments below the video, and that would be super helpful. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with one that is the least obvious of the two major changes that have come to the game lately. Now, if you go, let's say, to here, any of these will do. If you go to the Infinite Wars and you go over to the market, to the shop, it will take you here to the weekly market. But now you can kind of jump between Infinite Shop, Ruin Shop, Oracle Shop. So this is where this is your Oracle, this is for your totems. Benefits is something that was hidden in the shop menus before. Here in Templar Shop, you have your artifact where you change your artifact purple and orange crystals for actual artifact fragments. Night Shop is your Fortress Wars. So this is where you would spend all of the rewards that you get. And you can see I have a lot of things I can still get, but I've already bought a bunch. Excited. We're starting a new season too, so we're not seeing everything here actually. Gem Shop, which I don't really use. I don't know anybody that uses that unless you just have a ton of gems and you need to get something real quick. It's not really advisable. So this to me is, it's just a way to make things easier for you. When you're having to go through each of these places, if you want to do something like get your stamina potions, which I do a lot on the merchant, instead of coming over to the merchant ship and going here and then doing it, now you can just do it. You could, if you're already doing a Infinite Wars and you come over here, you can just come right over to the merchant and just do that quicker. Like just switch between all of these in a quick way, so it just makes your life a little bit easier. The next kind of quality of life change that's come to the game recently is in battle reports, and this is a relatively big one. And so in battle reports, you get a lot of the same information that we had before, which compared to other games, War and Order does this really, really, really well, honestly. You're able to see just little things of being able to see the replay of the battle, that sort of thing. It gives you so much information. So everybody should be really digging into these battle reports. But now Himmel's given us more. So beyond just the basics here, I can go over and I can see artifacts. So I can see the total artifacts that the other person has, and then I can dig in for even more information. Like what skills are actually applied during this battle. And so you can see what they're using compared to what you're using. And it gives you some really good info. Same on Elder Titan. Where are they? What's the Titan total level? And Beast. Also, there's additional information there. Totem. There's additional here, kind of. Equipment. Right, kind of shows you where you are compared to them. Star Palace, how many purple and blue and green they have compared to you. Same thing on the Northern Palace. Troop magic skill, like what skills do they have applied compared to you. Garden in the Sky, being able to see which of the decoration skills that they have compared to what you have. And Colossus, where are they total level? You can see I'm behind. Emblem, like where are you compared to them? All of this is like really, really good information whenever you're looking at, like when you lose a battle, other than the formation that's being used, where are they getting their tech? Like how do they get the tech that you need to be able to compete with them? What are they doing? What are your opponents? What are the people you're competing with in other realms? Like when you're on the Star Ruins, and what are the players that are in your range that you're having to compete with? What are they doing different from you? So this is all really, really good information that you should be definitely taking a look at. All right, so those are the two big quality of life type changes that have come recently. And I'm going to show you a little bit, really quickly go over our last Elite Wars. And again, this is a really good match. We fought against Hide Your Tears from 1506. I'm going to show a little bit of this. I'm going to speed it up though. It was a long match. And again, just like the last few, we've mostly fought them in their territory. So you can see that here. Zoom out a little bit to get everything in here. But we go through and hit them pretty fast and see if we can just quickly take them as our main group is kind of filling in. Now, a lot of our opponents lately have been filling up their main castle with, it looks like, inactive accounts, maybe farms or just alternate accounts. And here they attack one of the castles, so we kind of try to trap them in there and come through. We don't do a very good job at trapping them out, honestly, but here we get through, but we needed everybody to be together, so we lost that battle. So we have to adapt, regroup. And here they go, trying to make their charge as we're regrouping. And you can see our flanks are really keeping them busy. They try to take us at 8. That's not going to work for them. So then we're able to kind of push back through. And again, this is a really sped up version of it, but there's not a whole lot to talk through here, really. Really, the whole point here in the end was, well, we just need to regroup with all of our players and hit at the same time because they've got so many people in their main castle. So here we go. And then the thing about it here is they realize that Smoke is in 14, so they don't really send a big march at him, which is smart. But we have 37 in the top one. And we're doing another one of these where we kind of flip over. And the goal is to keep them trapped. And in this one, we were actually winning that battle. We would have won it if we were able to keep them trapped that whole time. But we weren't yet again. So this time we're going to have to regroup one more time, which is not good. If we would have gone in at the very beginning completely, on time together, in sync, we would have won this battle a lot quicker. But here we go again. One thing is, Smoke is he's gonna be Smoke. He's gonna keep people's hospital bills really, really high. And so at this point, we're just regrouping for a final kind of stand with them. And going down to castles 14 and 15, holding those, balancing them out a little bit, and preparing for this kind of final push, which we go at 13. And here we go. And this gets in most of our players. Most everyone gets in this final fight. And we won it. So this puts us at Elite Wars. We go over to rankings. We're about 1,000, 1,100. Yeah, we're at a little bit over 1,100 points ahead of NTM, who's moved up really quickly, and we're not able to to get them. I keep trying to either get NTM, which we're friends with. They're good people. Love to be able to fight against them, but we can't. Sky's not available, I don't think. And neither is ATR, who we're about to face again this coming weekend. It's a different ATR. But anyway, that's where we are right now. And I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.